Okay, explain it to me.
Okay, so they have a video and they say on their video, okay, ask me questions in the comments and I'll choose some questions and I'll do a question answering video. And they ask me,
and then everyone, all the comments, even like 6 years later, is like, hashtag blah 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 blah, all this stuff. Everyone goes wild.
And they could be any kind of question like, where did you grow up? Where were you born?
How big is your left toe? Like crazy stuff.
My left toes don't touch the ground. That's the problem. I don't know what it is, man. People are like, your toes are weird.
Dad, are you actually being serious?
Look, my toes don't, look, my little ones don't touch the ground, dude. It's not that funny, man. It's caused me a lot of trauma. I've spent a lot of money on psychiatrists and stuff trying to get over
Are
it.
you being serious?
Actually, I'm not, Natia.
I'm so sad. For a second, I felt really bad. Like
No, people, they say, what's wrong with your toe? I'm like, I don't know. My mom put 2 shoes too small for me. I don't know.
It's okay, I always do this with my toes. Like, I bend them a lot.
Wait, go back to the subject matter because we were getting somewhere.
Oh.
Now, see, but I'll tell you something about that. It's like when people ask you questions, I haven't done a lot of that, and the reason is because when someone asks you a question, it's more like linear, but you're like, well, and I've always found it to be like you can't really answer their question unless you can ask them more questions. Like, you know, they're like, well, I eat fruits and vegetables. And then you find out, well, okay, what else do you? Well, I eat ice cream, Doritos, and it's like, okay, whoa. So you get more context and you can say, oh, you got to stop that. It's like, oh, I've been eating a lot more fruits and vegetables. I don't know why I'm not losing the weight. So it's hard to answer questions sometimes, but if they were like, what's your name? Where did you grow up? That's a little bit easier.
Yeah.
I don't mind that.
No. What you can do is you can be like, hey, ask me some random questions, blah, blah, blah. Preferably not health related, blah, blah, blah. You just do that, Dad.
Like no context, like black
Funny
and white.
questions.
Like what size shoe do you wear? Okay, that doesn't require a lot of like work
Yeah.
to
It's
figure
just
that
like,
out.
and then you just answer like a certain amount of questions.
Okay.
Choose, okay, I'm going to do this question on the video. You write them all down and you're like, okay, so user number 555321 asked me blah, 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 blah. And then you're like, well, when I was born in blah, 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 and then in blah, 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 and I was raised in blah, 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 and
then I was
have this many
homeless for a while and it
sisters.
was really crazy. And like, Dad, you can just talk about like your life and like really crazy stuff that happened to you as a kid.
Or they might ask you questions like, what do you do on a daily basis? Like, what's your most common daily routine? And then you could be like, okay, well, I do this.
Do I have to be honest?
Yes.
Yes.
I go to the beach and I sleep. No.
No, Dad, like
That's my opt-out, but-
your like shower routine, like that's really popular. Like you're like, okay, so here's what I do.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and you just like show yourself like washing your hair.
Oh, okay. Like how do
brushing your
I
teeth,
brush
like-
my hair? Like, oh, I didn't today. You know, so that actually made me kind of feel like I was funny for a second there.
Like Dad, I just think it'd be so funny.
Okay, cool.
did
So
that.
we'll say in the comments down below if there's anything that you want to know about me
Or me.
or her, preferably her, so that takes the heat off of me, you know. But we'll try this as an experiment because these are my social media experts because they know things like hashtags. I don't even know what a hashtag is, you know. I barely know how to work Instagram, okay? I'm just saying.
Dad, I'm
old school.
I'm like solid on the fact that I know you've used a hashtag on Instagram
No.
before.
I don't think
He
I've ever
doesn't know
used.
what it is. How
I don't
does
think
he-
I've ever used a hashtag.
How can he know what he used if he doesn't know what it is?
No.
that
I
he
feel
used?
like you aren't like connecting the two, but I feel like you've done it. And you're like,
Dude,
alright,
I will show you my Instagram. I don't.
You just don't know what it is, so
Okay.
you don't know if you've used it or not.
This is a video to say hello, to let you know that these two are sprouting up real good. We've been feeding them some good, vegan food, raw vegan food,
Well,
all kinds
see.
of delicious stuff. Anyways, here's a yellow watermelon, and if you, I would love that though. We'll see what happens. This is their experiment. So
Yeah.
put a question down below, and I'll read the comments on this video. and then I'll do another Q&A thing tomorrow.
Please
But they-
participate.
But they
Okay,
have
thank
to-
you.
They have to be easy. Like they have to be like solid. Like what's your shoe size? They have to be like.
What about like how many hairs are there on your head? And then we can
Yes.
spend like the next 14 years counting each one. And then in
No,
14
this
years we'll make another video.
What you do is you take off each one. Oh, till there's no more.
What happened to dude's hair? Oh God, and they'll be like on the floor, and then you'll be like halfway through and like half my head is gone. And then you're gonna be like, oh shoot, I forgot where we were. We gotta start over. We gotta wait till your hair goes back and start over. It'll be another 14 years before we can get an accurate number of how many hairs are on your head. There's only one person that knows. One person, one dude up in the sky with a white beard, and he gets really pissed off if you don't follow
How
the
do you know if he
rules,
has a
man.
white beard? You
Because
know.
everybody knows that God has a white beard, man. It's like this
Don't.
long, and he's stroking it all the time, just
Stereotype.
waiting for you to screw up so he can get you.
And so he can help you out of your sin.
The light. Stay with the light. Stay with the light. I'm telling you right here, this is, I won't even say. These two right here are my little, like, they're like my little mini-me's. Yeah. You are, as much as you don't want it to be. So this was a video to say
Me and
hi,
Dad are twins.
ask a question. It's true though, actually. Wow. Dad! No, but it's yeah, dude. It's like this guy ain't showing no signs.
You're the same
slowing
color
down.
as my shirt.
I'll be 42 years young on Saturday or Sunday. What's today?
The 8th.
Thursday 8th.
Oh, the 8th.
No,
so
it's the 7th.
No.
Did-
Yeah.
okay, yeah, you're right. It's the
On the
7th. So I'll be on Sunday. I'll be 42 years young. So we have a date. We're gonna watch a movie. And she's like already knows. She's like, not something action adventure, which she knows that's
Dad, because those ones are just so boring. You get really down with them, but
dudes beating
I
other
don't.
dudes up
And
is
everything
cool.
is floating. It's not cool.
It is cool, but they want to watch some kind of heart wrencher, so I'm gonna take one for the team.
Dad, it doesn't have to be like love. It just has to be like a kid wanting to go to school, but they're poor. Dad, I'm just saying.
Something like that it's like, oh God, I hope that she wins, or right at the end, and then everyone's happy at the end after a total poop storm of a life, right? Okay, cool. So I've seen that movie before many, many times, every Hollywood one, but I'll pretend like I don't understand the plot. Was that a
I
good?
have some really good movies in my head.
Are we gonna keep going?
No.
Or do you, I mean, we are dealing with the ADD generation here. We lost them a long time ago. I think this video is just for us. So let's go comment on my video, because the high-speed internet, this thing will be up in like 5 or 10 minutes. And then we will write the questions ourselves. You know? How did you get so handsome? How did you get so beautiful? Things like that. And we'll say, well, you know, it's a real process. I've had to really, you know, intend for the beauty to come forth from within as I cleanse and purified my heart and mind and my stomach with the raw living foods that brings you life and joy and peace and bliss. Ah, and all your problems go away when you eat raw vegan. Thank you. Are you complete?
Yeah.
What about you?
I'm good.
Great job, ladies.
Thanks, Dad.
Wow, we actually seemed kind of normal there,
Cowabunga.
dude.